functions like count, sum, average, min, max, right? Minimum salary, maximum salary, okay, as a report whenever you want to fetch. Okay, this is just for uh, where is the slideshow? Yeah. Okay, this is just for demonstration purpose. I've added here. Okay, so you can do this also in uh, what do you call your PG admin. Okay, you have a graph section there, right? So when you enable that graph section, you can get. But only thing is you cannot send as a report. You have to copy paste or take a screenshot and add it in your PPT. Okay, I'll show you that also at the end when we are working on reportings. Okay, reportings means automated reports, and then you can automatically send those reports also. You need to configure your Postgres with an incoming and outgoing email address, or to send those reports on a weekly basis or daily basis. Okay, so what we'll do is there are some other topics apart from these four. Okay, so there are some other topics that we will continue, and then we will go with data constraints. Okay, probably if I finish those topics today, then I'll go with data constraints. Okay, these are some sample uh, these are some sample code I have added here. Okay, so don't think this is some PPT presentation. This is a code. Okay, you just copy paste and for your learning purpose. Okay, so what is primary key, foreign key, not null, unique, check, default? Okay, okay, so today's date 24. Okay, so if you recall, yesterday I asked you one question, right? The ERD thing I was showing you, right? I want to find out what was the question. 1 minute. If I have written here, based on this report, further you can narrow down customer table and bring out the inferences. Okay, but I asked you one question about uh, category. Okay, so if you recall, if I run this query. Okay, here Netflix. So I need to select DVD rental. Yes. Okay, run this. Okay. Now this is the report we have customized. Okay, based on the customer ID. Okay. So till now we have learned one line code. Now we are adding more and more lines. Okay, we are writing our logic here. So we learned yesterday having group by, right, and then average, sum, and the min max. If you remember, where is min max? This is some, yeah, min and max. Okay, some examples I showed you. Okay, so as we go along, our code will also increase. Okay, so this is 3-line code. As we go along, we have to write 5 or 10 lines. Okay, but it comes with practice. Those who have not done on a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at least go through it, run and write your own query instead of customer ID. Pick up something and see how it works out for you. Okay, now yesterday I asked you one question is based on this. Okay, we are getting this amount. Okay, so for example, this customer ID 184. Okay, so he has paid total amount is $80. Okay, so this could be yearly analysis that we are doing, but I want to find out what category of movies this guy has spent. Okay, or this customer has spent. Okay, so that was the question yesterday I asked you. Okay, this is less than 100. I need above 100. Okay, 1 minute, I'll give a space here. Okay, now you see the price has increased here. Okay, now I have these are the customer ID and these are the amount. Okay, this is total amount as per our DVD rental database. Okay, now I want to find out what category of movies this customer 190 has watched throughout the year. Okay, is it only horror or action or romance or documentary or whatever? Okay, so we'll find out that query. First, we'll start this because we have to connect 4 to 5 tables here. Okay, so that is what we have to do. If you see, yesterday I showed you, right, category. Where does a category come in? Film category in this table called film category. Okay, and then it is connecting. If you highlight, I'll just move here and there to see the line. Okay, so you can see this line is going and connecting to film also. Okay, so I have to write a code where I have to connect these tables. Okay, these tables, and then uh, I have to bring out that result. Okay, so where is this? Yeah. Okay, so I'll write my question. The task is I need to find the film categories. Okay, for all customer who customer. Okay, for all customer. Right now we'll look at all customer. Then we can add this logic having. Okay, so online we will add it later on. Okay, so how do we go about it? So we have already done join. Okay, so what does join do? Join will help us to connect multiple tables. Okay, so I'll write one simple command, select. Okay, now which table I need is category. Okay, select star from category. Okay, I'll run this. I'll show you the result. Okay, now these are the categories: action, animation, children, classic. Okay, so we have a lot. Okay, we have close to 16, and these are repeated in other table. Okay, like movies table, film table. So I'll write down from this table. I need is this one category name. I need. Okay, and which table I need is another one I need is payment also. Okay, I'll just copy. I'll tell you the logic here. Okay, why payment? Because we have the amount, how much each customer paid is it is in payment table. Okay, see this one. Okay, now customer ID 341. Okay, so you see 341, 341, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times he has rented a DVD. Okay, so these are his, and which staff did what is this staff ID? Yeah, this is the staff ID. Which staff issued those DVD rental to this customer? It could be manual process because he has showed up at the rental store, DVD rental store, and this ID. Okay, so it is capturing which employee has rented this DVD to this customer. Okay, so these are the ID. Okay, and a rental ID. This is transaction. Okay, this is something transaction. You can see 6. Okay, and this is the total amount. If you sum up all this, you will get the sum of this customer 341. Okay, so that's what we did in previous here. Okay, we are using sum. Now here Payment, I am okay, because under payment I need the amount. Okay, so I'll start writing my code. Select first one from category I need is I will use the pseudonym called c dot amount. Okay, c dot amount as category, and then I need, let's assume I have a payment table. Okay, the pseudonym for payment is p dot, what is the column name? Amount. P dot amount. Okay, but I want a sum. So what I'll do is I'll use a function called sum, and I'll put it in a bracket. Okay, sum of p amount. Okay, and I can say this is a revenue for the company, so I can say revenue. Okay, revenue. Now, okay, from which table? From category. Okay, so category, I'll give a pseudonym called C. Okay, you learned all these things in join session. Okay, so this is nothing but I'm giving a pseudonym for C. Okay, so you can give a full name also. If you recall, wherever you think you have to give category dot column name. Right now, this is a payment table. I want to use some of the column names like customer ID. So what I'll use, this is payment. So I'll say payment dot customer ID. You can say that also. Okay. For example, here, if I want to give a reference here, I can say payment dot. Okay, so here I have payment ID. Okay, you can, instead of just writing payment ID, you can say payment dot ID also. Okay, payment dot payment ID. So you can do the reference like this also to get the one column here. Okay, so in star means all columns. Okay, so different ways are there. You can use the pseudonym also. Star. Okay, so right now we are writing this code. So I need to see columns. Okay, so amount I am done. Then category C. Okay, now I will use join. Okay, join. Which table I want to use here? Okay, I want to use, okay, I want to use film underscore category. Okay, join film category. 1 minute, do we have film category? 1 minute. Yeah, this table. Okay, the table name is film underscore category. Okay, so I'll go to the code section, code editor. I'll say, what was that? Film underscore category FC. Okay, short name, film category. Okay, so I am joining with this column, this, and I'm from this table joining film category FC. Okay, now what is the rule? You need to connect using one common column in from both the tables. Okay, on film category, what is the table that I can think of? I'll run here from, okay, film category, I have category ID. Okay, and this is common in this table and also in category table. Okay, from category table, this one, first one, if you see category ID is here, there also. I'll run this category ID. Okay, then you can connect because we need this item. I need this item. Okay, action animation, I need the name of the category of movies. Okay, which has made how much revenue. Okay, so I will say underscore id, okay, equals FC stands for film category dot uh, category id. Okay, okay, so this is first logic is done. Okay, let me run and see if I'm getting anything here. Okay, it says c dot amount. Where is c dot amount? As category c dot amount. Oh, sorry, c dot name. In category we don't have anything called. See, only three columns are the category id, name, and last updated. So I think I just miss, miss the correct id. Okay, p dot amount. Okay, yes. Why? Because we have this is from payment table. See, we have joining only film category, not the payment. So it will not run. Okay, so I have to join uh, another join. I'll say film f. Okay, pseudonym on. Okay, on I'll say FC. What is FC here? Film category dot film id. Okay, equals to f dot film underscore id. Okay, if you run film, I'll show you. Okay, so we have something called film id. Okay, this is common in film category and here. Okay, you need to see what is common. See, film id. So joining a film table f, okay, on which column I want to map. Okay, this column should be common in both the tables. So FC is film category. It is here. There's a film category table. I have three columns and I have film id is equal to f dot film id on film. Okay, this is f dot film. So you see here the first one is film id. So it is here. Okay, that is the reason through which I am connecting all these joins. Okay, now I want to join inventory. Inventory, I'll say I. Inventory is equal to I. Okay, on which table? So what I'm doing is I am adding a hyperlink. Since see simple, yesterday I was explaining. See, I need film category, and film category, if you see the connection, okay, if you see here category, there is a connection. Okay, the other connection is this. Okay, if I touch this, you see film table, there is a connection. Okay, this is a film table. So I am connecting, to connect to this, I am connecting film, then from film to uh, payment. Where is payment? Yeah, payment. See, I'm coming slowly there. Okay, so payment through, I'm going this route to customer. I'm not using. I'll be using inventory, then rental. Okay, you see, payment table is a connectivity. There is a connectivity using. Sorry, there is a connectivity to rental. Okay, and rental has a payment. Okay, payment and rental is connected. Now inventory, yeah, rental is there. Okay, rental, payment, inventory. Where is inventory? Inventory. 1 minute. Inventory. Where is inventory? See, inventory is here. Okay. Now you see, rental is connected. This line is connected to payment also. See, rental, payment, inventory. This line is going here to film ID. Okay. And then film we are getting, and then category, since the connectivity is with film and category. Okay. Now this is the hyperlink that you have to look. You have to jot down in a paper. So yesterday after the class, I was looking at all this and I have jotted down in a paper. Okay. How to build a link. Okay. So inventory I on, I can say I dot I dot inventory ID equals to, okay, rental. Inventory is equal to rental. Okay. So I'll say R I dot inventory is equal to R dot inventory. Okay. Let me go through a table. Inventory. Okay. In inventory, what are the columns I have? See, film ID is there. So initially, if you see, we have already added this film ID. Okay. So I want to connect film ID and inventory. Okay. Now on this table, okay, inventory table, I am connecting I dot inventory ID, and then I will connect with R is rental. Okay, 1 minute. Where is revenue? Okay, rental. Okay, I know this is quite confusing, but see, in rental, I have a rental ID here. So what is the table name I can use? I can reference this as R dot uh, inventory. Okay, inventory R dot inventory ID. Okay, if you see rental also, I have inventory ID, customer ID. Okay, staff ID is there, but staff ID we are not looking at. We are looking at customer ID. Sorry, inventory ID. Okay, so I'll use inventory ID. I'm just connecting the dots. That's it. Simple, guys. Okay, inventory ID. So you can see the logic how I'm writing. Okay, I'm not joining through some um, this thing. I'm just using plain join, and I'm connecting with a reference column names. Okay, it should match in both the tables. Okay, I'll write one more join. I think this is a last join. Okay, this is for payments. Okay, I need the payment. Okay, so I have customer ID here, I have payment ID, rental ID. Yeah, rental ID. So which one I will use? Rental ID. Rental this to the previous one. Inventory we have rental ID. Okay, so I will say join payment P on. Okay, payment P means P for this alias for this table called payment. Before that I need to add rental. I forgot rental. There is a table rental R on inventory and rental. Yeah, same thing I have to copy here. I dot inventory. Okay, I dot inventory equals to R dot inventory ID. Inventory I on. Okay guys, so I think I made a mistake here. This should be the first one. Inventory is there, no, it should be F dot film ID. Okay, I made a mistake. F dot film ID, and this one is I dot film ID. Okay, inventory. Okay, INVNTORY, spelling mistake. Okay, inventory I film dot, then I'm connecting these two table. Okay, I means inventory, F stands for film. Okay, so this is a, see, this is the pseudonym, so I'm using film dot this. I'm connecting, see, to connect to the payment table, I have to connect all these interlinked tables to get through the results. Okay, so after inventory, rental is done. Now last one we have to do is inventory, this is done, payment. So last one is join payment P on r dot rental underscore id equals p dot rental underscore id. Okay, now I want to group by. Group space by, group by which one I want to use, c dot name as category. Okay, so category wise I want to see how much payment per customer has paid, which type of movie people are watching, and company DVD rental company is getting, okay, as a rent. So I'll say C dot name. Okay, so you can give the same reference, C dot name for category. Okay, if you give simple name, it will not understand from which table you are referencing this name. It could be here also in inventory, it could be in rental, it could be in film, so it will not understand. So you have to give a proper alias. That is why we use alias when we are using joins. Group by C names, and finally I'll say order by revenue. Order by revenue descending. Okay, by default it's ascending, so I want to say descending. Okay, let me run and see if I'm getting any error first. Super. Okay, now see, so sports. Okay, sports kind of movies is fetching me $4,892. See, so I have to write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 lines. Okay, so this is what I was showing yesterday, because yesterday it took a lot of time to see. Okay, morning I just jotted down from where I have to go. Okay, this is a good practice, guys. If you need some info, so, say for example, where is the payment? Okay, payment. Okay, now this payment, see, I want information from payment and category. Okay, so now what you have to connect table is payment table. See, there is a link, you just highlight and see if there is a connectivity. Yes. Okay, payment, first write payment table in a paper, then rental. Okay, and now point to this is inventory, and inventory, you see uh, this table, film, and finally uh, what is this table, film category. Okay, film category, and then finally you will get the category. Okay, so you have to, how many tables you have to touch base here to get a payment detail along with category? 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's what we did. Okay, so that is the reason why we have ERD. Okay, entity relationship diagram, which will help you to navigate to fetch your details, fetch your results, or whatever you're looking for. Okay, so it comes only by practice, guys. Okay, but uh, joins you must practice. Okay, see, even if you type it in Google, you'll get, but all these things you'll not get. Whatever the database columns you have in your system, right, or in production box, right, you cannot relate that with the Google or Chat GPT. You need to pass on everything, right? So this is the simple where I am getting all the results here. Okay, these are the movie. Okay, if I need a customer ID, what I'll do is already cust ID. I think it is there in rental. Okay, if I add cust ID also here, okay, and r dot cust ID, I'll get the results. Okay, okay. Now rental. Let me go to select star from rental. So we have cust ID. See customer ID. Okay, customer ID. Okay, simply I can say what is the this is the rental table, right? And what is the reference here? R dot customer ID. Select CNAME. So if I run this, what CNAME I'm getting? Okay, I need before that I need R dot customer underscore ID, comma. Okay, so customer customer. It says column or ID must appear in the group by. Oh, okay, got it. Mm, where is group by? Okay, by default it will take only one column. Okay, whichever you are giving there. Okay, so that is the problem. Okay, you have to use the aggregation and other things. Okay, so this is the problem with these things. Okay, this is resolved in something called CTU. Okay, common table expressions, CTE. Okay, so right now we'll just go through it. I'll show you. Okay, C dot name. Okay, I have to use C dot name. Okay, now if you run this previous code, okay, this previous code here, see here if you see I'm using only one. See, whenever you use group by, so this is the funda. Okay, okay. Now what I'll do is I'll remove the group. Okay, different examples I'm showing you. Okay, select customer ID sum as total spent. What is this column? Payment dot customer must appear in the group by clause or used in the aggregation. 1 minute. Payment dot customer ID. Okay. Right. Okay, so there are some limitations, guys. Okay, you can add two more. Okay, but we have different topics that we will go through it. Okay, so this is just an example, guys. Okay, join. Okay, so this is multiple join I'm doing to fetch some results here. Okay, so you can play around with this. Okay, instead of sports, uh, you can look for order by descending, and you can also, I can add one column called Here I will use something called uh, film category, right? These are called category. So from where I'm getting this C name, okay? So I can say select C name as category. Okay? So I can say having C name equals to sports. Syntax error having. Okay, having CNAME equals to. Hmm. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, so for now, I'll just run this and I'll show you. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, so today what we'll do is we have another topic called mm, distinct. Okay, so we have something called today's topic is distinct. Okay, I'll just go through it. We have another 6 minutes, so I'll finish this off. Okay, so how to use distinct in aggregates. Okay, now what does distinct does? Okay, it removes duplicate. Okay, duplicates before aggregation. Okay, so it removes the duplicate value. Say for example, right now if you see here, right now science fiction, foreign. Okay, so these are all category. Okay, you might have multiple. Okay, but customer ID should not be duplicate or some other unique values where we have set it should be unique, like employee ID. Okay, employee IDs like for example M001, M002, M003. So M003 should not repeat again. Okay, so there we can check before doing the count of employees. Okay, we can use something called distinct function. Okay, distinct function. We'll do one hands-on. I'll say it's a simple one. Select count. Okay, count function I'm using count. Inside I'm writing distinct. Okay, distinct customer ID, customer underscore ID. Okay, yeah, customer ID cannot be duplicate, right? ID from which table? From rental. There's a table called rental. Okay, I'll write this statement without distinct. Select star from rental. Okay, first we'll run this plain command and then you'll see the distance. Now how many we have? 16044. Okay, total rows 16,044. Okay, you can see here bottom. Now I'll run this. Okay, you see 599. What that means is actually there are only 599 600 customers. Okay, why we are getting multiple customer IDs is because they are coming back, or maybe the constraints are not added to the table. Actual customers are 599. So this is how you can uh, run. Okay, not on all the columns. Okay, whichever you think it should be primary key, only there you run and see the results. Okay, then you will get. So Actual customers are 600 customers are there. Rental DVD shop. Okay. So one more we will do. Okay, let's learn about filter clause. Okay, and this falls under advanced SQL. Okay, advanced SQL programming. Okay, save this in between so that otherwise I'm not losing out anything. Okay, see when this filter is used is whenever you want to write a query where you want to fetch. Okay, instead of writing the entire thing. Okay, say for example you have a scenario where you want to uh, pick the rating. Okay, I'll give one example as rating. Okay, so let me go first, see the table structure. Select star from film. Okay, so first we'll see where is rating. If I go towards right, yeah, rating. Okay, so I want to see how many are restricted movie, okay, or PG movie, okay, parental guidance. I want to see parental guidance or I want to see R. Okay, what if I have two condition, this and this? Okay, so we'll simplify that through a normal script. So I'll say select. Okay, I want to count. I want to see how many movies are there. Okay, with R rating and P rating, PG rating, or some other thing. Okay, I'll just give one example. You practice this with other one. Okay, so count means it will count the entire rows. Okay, star means within a bracket. Then I will use something called filter. Okay, filter clause. We are learning filter clause. Filter. Okay, I'll say filter. Okay, filter is a function. So whenever we talk about function, it will have a open and close braces. So here we have to write simply with a where statement where what is the column name? Rating. Where rating equals to, it's a string. So it will go with quotes and see the case sensitivity. Okay, it is all in caps PG. If you write PG small, it will not work out for you. Okay, then I can give a pseudonym as uh, PG underscore films. Okay, this is a pseudonym. This is not required. You can write without this, but the rating will come here. Okay, as a column. So if you want a customized name, PG films. Okay, same thing. I will write for second condition also. I'll just copy this entire thing. Where is select? Where is count? Till count. Copy. Okay, I can also arrange something like this. Okay, now instead of rating P, I need R. Okay, R from R for restricted. Okay, as P, instead of PG, I'll say R films. Okay, restricted films or RST. You can give any name, guys. Okay, restricted, whatever. The restricted RSTD is short form for restricted underscore. This is a pseudonym. Okay, so comma, no comma here. From which table? From film. From film. Okay, let me run this. Okay, see how many PG movie I have out of total list is 194. Okay, restricted films, no, 195. Okay, in simple two-line command, I was able to get the result. Okay, if you don't give count, what happens? Okay, so it says where rating is equal to as PG syntax error with where. Okay, so you need to use count. Okay, without count you cannot use filter. Simple. Okay, I'll delete this. Okay, now what you do is you can work instead of PG. What are the other things we have there? I'll run this. Okay, now if you want to see the distinct, okay, in the rating, what are the other ratings are there? Okay, so what I can do is I'll say select distinct rating. Okay, from table. What is the table name? Film. Okay, so this is one way to check the values. Okay, what are the unique values are there in distinct? Sorry, in rating column. PG, G means general. PG 13 means 13 years of age. Restricted. NC means uh, mm, NC. I don't know the full form. NC. Okay, so NC is there. Okay, so now if you want to add all this count, okay, 1 minute. I'll run a different one. That is just for your example. Okay, okay, he already hits here. So I'll just copy this. Okay, here also I'll put a comma. Okay, and here now PG we have done, R we have done. Now what is the left here is PG hyphen 13. Okay, and then next one is G. Okay, G means general. Okay, general, and this one PG. You can give a short form like PG 13. Okay, PG 13. Okay, we have NC 17. So we have one more. So I'll put a comma here and just copy the last line. I'll say NC 70. Okay, and here NC 17. I'll give the NC 70. Okay, so how many columns, how many categories we have when we use this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have added PG, R, then 13, G, and NC 17. Okay, so we'll get a count now for every item here. Uh, from films, correct only. Oh, sorry. Here there should not be a good. Yeah. Okay, comma. You just check syntax. 194 for PG film. The other one is RSTD is a restricted movie 95. PG 13 movies list we have 223. General films we have 178, and NC films we have 210. Okay, so not line chart. I can use bar chart here. Okay, so PG films, PG film. No, I want on not even. I can use the pie chart actually. Label films Okay, so this is what I was telling you. You can do the visualization here also. Okay, so but you need to know which chart you have to use. Stack line chart. Okay, X I have this, Y this. I want to add one more values here. And this is taking only one, guys. Okay, this is the problem with these tools. Okay, can it cannot do a automated one. Okay, anyway, I'll check this later. So this is the output, clear output we are getting here. Okay, so see whatever the code I'm sharing it, right, save it. What happens is whenever you get into this, you look out for the categorical data and the count. If you want to find out the count, simple, run this code. Okay, here pick up the category column here, and with the data that you want to pass in for check, and you give a meaningful name. So I gave a meaningful name, you take a screenshot and then you can put it in your presentation. Okay, so this is one. Let me share this before we hang up. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll share this file. Please practice it. Okay, uh, document. This is aggregation. Okay, guys, I have shared with you. Okay, save this at some location. Okay, these are very important. Okay, and also uh, GitHub. See, after this SQL I want to start machine learning. Okay, and then I will also take up uh, generative AI. Okay, so if you guys can spend some time to understand, okay, but you need to do a lot of practice, guys. Just attending will not help you out. Okay, you need to do some practice. You need to create those artifacts. Okay, with some other tables. Okay, not only with DVD rental. Pick up some other table. I showed you how to import, right? So pick up some, create some tables, populate some data. Okay, random data, leave some intentionally null. Okay, and then you can see how to uh, write a code to pick up those null values if you have null values in your table. Okay, this will give you a real time hands on also. Okay, so tomorrow what we'll do is we'll do I'll write down, I'll forget. Okay, okay, tomorrow we will look at case. Okay, how to write conditional aggregation using a case. Okay, and then we will see grouping set. After this we'll see grouping set, and let me go through my PPT. Where is my PPT? Okay, cross join string data. Yeah, I remember now. So after casing groups, grouping set, we have something called cube. Cube, and there is one more called roll up. Okay, so tomorrow I'll go through all these things. Roll up, it's one word, roll up. Okay, roll up. So what it does is it a roll up will create a hierarchical subtotals. Okay, so roll up when to use, if you get an idea, right, in real time scenario you can implement this. Okay, and what does cube does, it creates all combination, simple. Okay, I'll show you with some examples tomorrow. And what does this grouping set does is it allows multiple group by. See, till now we have seen only one line of group by. Okay, so I'll show you, like I said, right, in the same statement, if I do some addition, adding and subtraction, okay, adding, removing, it will not work. Okay, you need to use a grouping set. Okay, I don't know whether you have similar concept in Excel using a group. I think there is a concept called pivot. Okay, you can do the pivot and all. Based on this, you can pull here and there and do the uh, adding and removing columns, and then you will get a result. But here you have something called grouping set, which allows multiple group by combination in one query. Say for example, you are writing a select statement, okay, from a payment table. Okay, so in group by, we just pass only one column, whichever the column you are using. But using a grouping sets, you can use two columns. I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, these are very small topics. With one example you should be able to understand. Okay, and then practice it with other data set. Okay, join is must, guys. Okay, whatever join I have written here. Okay, one, two, three, four, five tables I've added. In real time you will be adding more than 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it all depends how your database is designed. Okay, so it all depends on the schema and architecture. Or we called it as data modeling. Okay, data modeling uh, will allow you to create your data modeling in a proper tables. Okay, and how each table is related to other table. Okay, if you see here in the ERD chart. Okay, ERD chart. Okay, so here this is one table film. Okay, now if I highlight this, okay, there is a relationship to this table, film actor and film. Okay, how do you check? I can just point on this and you can see there is a connection. Okay, it is going from film table to this. So when you create a data, okay, or design tables, right? So designing tables and connecting links with other table is called data modeling. Okay, you will come across this when you are learning deep about creating a table and all. Okay, so we have already done DML, right? Data manipulation language, where we create, update data, right? So this is a good chance to create your school library. Something, I mean, you start creating one table called student details table, and then teachers detail, then subjects. Okay, and pick up some common. You need to do it in a Excel first. Okay, in a Excel you have to sit and find out all those column names what student will have. Okay, then you have exams. Okay, then you have curricular activities, right, in schools and all. So you need to relate. So you need to find out if my kid has participated in any curricular for this or last year. How do you do? You have to pull the student table and curriculum extra curriculum table. Okay, and if there is a connection, if there is no connection, you have to find out the mediator from which table I can go reach out to that table and fetch the detail. Okay, you need to look that links. Okay, same ERD. This is ERD what we just did with that payment table. Okay, chalo guys, we are on top of the hour 9:17. So I think we are done for today. So tomorrow we will reconnect again. Okay, some important concepts that I'll go through it. Please practice and come. Okay, so if you practice, if you ask questions, okay, then I can also help you to give some more examples from other tables so that you can also learn new I mean, instead of using just one database DVD rental, you can use it from different tables. Okay, different database, like we did the other day. uh, HR, Netflix, college, demo. Okay, we created all these examples. Okay, you can create something of your own. Go to Kaggle and start installing, importing the CSV file. Okay, so that if you do it right one time, you will get good hands on. I'm telling you, very good hands on. If you're not doing, just looking at those videos, okay, I mean, you will not get that exposure. Okay, nowadays if you are going for any data analysis job, okay, or business analyst, SQL, Python is must, and Power BI and Tableau. Okay, most of the companies they are asking these, even for program manager, program management, those roles also they are asking, because these are all emerging technologies, and they want candidate with these skill sets for those roles. Okay, it comes by experience only, guys. Okay, then we will learn how to connect, and also I'll take another topic called Altrys, Altrys. Okay, that's a tool, no code tool. It is very demanding and very what do you call, famous. Okay, with especially with the uh, what is this domain called, this one, uh, companies like Novartis, okay, then Dr. Reddy's, pharma, okay, pharma companies, okay. So they use Altrace in most of the cases. Okay, I have done my uh, this one course, and I'm doing some practice. Okay, I'll show you that also later on. So which is like a drag and drop. You don't have to write not even a single code. Okay, that is very very in demand. Okay, if you, even if you search, okay, if you go, or you can go to this one also, guys. ALTYRX. Data visualization, Alteryx, Power BI. Okay, where is the jobs? Okay, jobs is here. Okay. Why it is not coming? Jobs, date posted. Okay, this is my business account, guys. Okay, this is not my personal. This is yeah, pathway. Yeah, this is different one. Okay. Okay, this is different. But if you search here, okay, you can say ALTYRX. Okay, so see, I just explained you. Okay, just now I explained you, right? What are the different type of data modeling? Conceptual, okay, high level, focuses on entities and relation, ERD, used in business understanding, the tables. Okay, so these are the questions they will ask you in the interview. What is data modeling? Is a process of creating conceptual representation of data objects and their relation. Okay, this is very important. It helps in structuring and organizing data better. Okay, and ensures data integrity no duplicate values, improve system performance. Okay, if you add everything in one table, right, when you pull the information, if you have large records, it will take a lot of time. That is why it says improve system performance and enhances communication between business and stakeholders. Okay, so I'll share all these things, guys. Okay, don't worry. I'll share all these things. I'm downloading some important data and all from AI also. Okay, so but whatever I saw uh, in this 1 minute, I'll just search here Naukri. Okay, there's a lot of openings. That is why I was upgrading myself. Okay, so Altrix. Okay, senior Altrix specialist, accounting. Okay, it can be used anywhere, accounting or whatever. Okay, this is admin level. Okay, Power BI and Tableau developer. Okay, for Pharmacy innovation, pharmacy innovation something. Okay, so you have a lot of openings here for Altrix. I have seen this tool is emerging like anything. Okay, okay. So senior Altrix developer. Okay, 12 to 15 years. Okay, this is very important, guys. I'll just show one glimpse of it. Uh, this one, yeah, designer. This is very expensive tool. Okay, so I somehow managed to get the student version. Okay, by giving some fake document. I created some fake document on ChatGPT and then I uploaded to this site and I got it for 1 year. Okay, very good tool, very good. So whatever data related work that you do, you can do everything here. Okay, you have this menus. Start here. Okay. Okay. So for example, you have various connectors. Wait 1 minute. In and out. Browse directory, input data, output data, text input. Okay, input data. If I click on this, okay, so this is my workflow. I can create a workflow. Just drag and drop. You have a sub menu here. This is your main menu, sub menu, transform, in database, reporting. Okay, this is related to your reports. You can build nice, beautiful, what is that called, reports. Okay, and you can also send it. Okay, so if I want to do this, I can say, okay, so it says set up a connection. Okay, so if I select here, and then it says set up a connection. Okay, so it will give you this window where it will ask you from where you want to pick up the details. Okay, I'll say, actually I have pointed previously. Okay, so that is where it is there in the cache. Okay, so this is a Netflix CSV file that we downloaded for testing, right? So same thing. Okay, this is how my preview looks like, table. Okay, and then I can run this. I can select this and I have a run on the right hand side. I'll just click on run. Okay, I get all these errors. Okay, you need to fix. Okay, the field cast was truncated in record 2. Okay, so you have some fields. It will give the correction what you need to do. Transform. This is a stage where we call it as transform. Okay, first you ingest a file, then transform, and then you will use that file for reporting. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. You can do all automatically here with a one click. Okay, so you have all these thing workflows you can create. Okay, so right now where that file is stored, this location temporarily. Okay, so you get all those details, runtime. Okay, you have some, if you don't want these errors to be popped up, you can say here limit conversion errors to 10. Okay, or 5. Stop processing when limit is reached. Okay, it will not. You need to correct all these things. You need to learn how to correct all these things. Okay, so first you have to find, but this tool is very good, guys. First time I liked it. You can integrate with Python. Okay, so you have Gen AI also here. Okay, with a clicks you can create your engagement. Okay, invoice extractor. You have invoice in PDF, it will extract all those content and it will store in a database. Okay, if you are connecting, you have a database option also here somewhere I saw. Yeah, in database. Okay, browse and review. These are very good, guys. I'm telling you, very good tools which I was even not aware. So I know Tableau and Postgres. Okay, and similar tool we have something called 9 K9. Okay, that is also open source. I think I should have it. K9. No, I don't have. I uninstalled it. Okay, so it's similar to this tool. Okay, and this is free. Okay, so analytic, those who are allergic to coding, okay, this tool is for them, these two tools. But designer, where this one has a lot of optional tricks, okay, then this one, okay. See, this one is free. Okay, this is a open source. You have two products. Okay, NIME analytic platform. One is enterprise and one is normal platform. Okay, so this is free. You can use it. It's open source also, so you can download and you can use as long as you need. Okay, you need to just register and you will get a download link at your email, and then you click on. See, this is NIME Analytic Platform is a free and open source, low code, no code software that allows anyone, irrespective of experience level, and make sense of data. Okay. So this is very good tools, guys. You create a workflow similar to what we have seen just now. Okay, I learned this one, 9. Okay, so it was part of my curriculum when I was doing my master's in data science. Okay, so I know this how to use it. So I did some projects also. So, but I was learning this because it has different options. Like if I go here, connectors. Okay, in connectors, I can connect Amazon S3. Okay, Google Drive input. Okay, if I add here, okay, first one is this. Then if I want to add a link to this, okay, you need to just drag and drop. That's it. Okay, so set up connection. See, it is why it is hanging. Oh, it's not responding. Maybe a lot of applications are open. Okay, let me just close this. Okay, so you're going to learn this also. Okay, so if you learn Alteryx, automatically you will start using 9 because you know how to create a workflows. Okay, so for example, this is the one, set up a connection. Okay, so this connection, I have data sources. Okay, then I have proxy servers. Okay, this can be used in a enterprise environment where we use proxy to connect to external world, which is internet. Okay, so credentials, data source, I can say Google. Let me see. Create new. No, 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 no. 1 minute, something wrong happened. I need to select this, right click, properties. 1 minute, guys, something happened. 1 minute, I'll just delete this. Yeah, okay, this one also delete. Yeah, I'll insert Google Drive output. Okay, you just double click, you get this option, then you click on setup connection, filter to Google Drive connector. Okay, you need to have a Google Drive connector first. Okay, so here you have to connection name. Okay, I'll say so then Google account. Okay, then I will use data source. Okay, I'll say Google Drive input. Okay, if you have a shared URL, someone shares, right, Google Drive, Excel sheet and all that, right? If you have URL, you can put the URL if it is open for everyone. Okay, if it is only input, you have to give the data source name here. Okay, I'll give some test. Okay, common app. Okay, common app which is Google for authentication. Okay, and then credential name is client ID. Yeah, this will save, but what happens is it will ask for credential. Why I'm not getting a credential? I have installed the Google Drive that day. 1 minute, guys. Something happened. Okay, I don't know why it is taking a lot of time. Something not responding. Okay, but anyway, I just want to show you look and feel how this looks like. Okay, and even if you search, okay, in internet, okay, job sites, job portals, Alteryx, there is a demand, especially with uh, uh, pharma companies. Okay, most of the and financial also. Okay, financial company, pharma companies, there is a good demand for this tool. So we have to learn this also. Okay, so I was looking at some of the see application for Alteryx developer Genpack 8 to 12 years. Okay, because in market I have seen the scarcity for this two and 9. If you learn these two, you will rock. Okay, so whenever you get time, go to Alteryx. Just type in YouTube and start going through those video and try to understand the ecosystem, how it works and all. Okay, so pricing analytic manager, Thomson Reuters. Okay, everybody asks Alteryx nowadays. Okay, I don't know what is why there is a sudden spike or demand for this tool. Okay, I was trying to understand. Yeah, in banking also they use Alteryx because this is very safe and it has lot of features that bank does this transformation, right? A lot of transformation activities you can do with the help of drag and drop. Okay, so million records, billion records, it will still see consultant. You need to pick Alteryx, Tableau, and Power BI. You will get 101% a job. And SQL, see, Alteryx plus SQL. SQL is everywhere. It's common nowadays. This is very common. SQL. You know, Postgres. Same thing. You can work on Microsoft SQL also. Okay. Chalo, anyway, I'll close this session for today. I took a lot of time, guys. Sorry about that. So tomorrow we'll continue with our classes with those three top topics, and I'm preparing a content on this Alteryx, okay, for myself so that I can guide you guys later on, and we'll start focusing on those other tools also. Okay. Chalo then, guys.